There are different types of mics, and you need to know the way they work when you do public speaking, okay? You have mics which are one-directional, which means that if you go slightly off the angle, you completely lose it.
This is it. This is
okay?
This is how
So some of them will be podium mics facing at you, and you need to know, you need to ask the technician who's got a booth in the back, because he'll be transmitting this to the people who are simultaneously translating or whatever, what distance he wants you to be to that mic. Okay? If you go closer to a microphone, then you need to reduce the volume of that you're speaking at. If you go away from it, you need to increase it, and you need to be careful of just turning your face off the angle, because even if you're in front of it, if you've turned your mouth off you've lost it. And what you will see people do, they hold these handheld microphones and then they talk off it.
And you lose them.
And you lose that. So you need to be really careful with that.
This is one of them.
The real pro people will have, if they've got a handheld microphone, for example, they're doing a panel discussion, they will move that microphone with their mouth, so it's always in line. These microphones are not one-directional. These are omnidirectional, okay? So that it will get everything that's happening on this side, so we can have more than one person speaking, and you don't have to be super close up.
Sure,
okay?
Sure.
Another day, maybe what we'll do is we will practice with another kind of microphone, which are big ones, like studio radio mics. And these are one-directional, and you have to be quite close to them. And when we have it, you can hear it when you've got the headphones on there. If you come up really close, it sounds different. Okay. These microphones, the closer you go to them, the more of a rounded sound you have. So, but you just have to be aware of it. So when I work in a studio, doing voiceovers like the thing I sent you, if I want to whisper, I go up quite close, and that will get it a really loud whisper. If I want to shout, I have to move back. Otherwise, I have to do a kind of fake shouting where you give a lot of energy, but not a lot of volume.
Yeah, sure.
And when I used to just go to a studio and record voiceovers, I was recording levels up here, because you have basically level up and level down, and you want to have it basically 2/3 all the way through. And what I was doing was a lot up and a lot down. But then when I started to record it in the house and I could see the bars on here and I edit it myself, I was thinking, this is a lot of work, because you have to then stretch it up or compress it in so that it's all even volume. I say, this is too much work. So I have to do it better now. So I always have to speak at basically the same volume, whether I'm being happy, sad, explaining, pausing, whatever.
The volume.
The volume, I always try and give a similar volume all the way through. It's not going to be boring, because you can do different intonation, and it can seem to everybody else that you're doing different ways that you're speaking, but it should always more or less be on a similar volume, especially when you've got these microphones. With me, it's easier because we've got headphones on, so we can hear it. But when you're on the stage, the speakers are often for the people you're speaking to. So if you go up to the microphone and make a mistake, you don't hear it. That's why musicians like the Rolling Stones have speakers facing them so that they can hear it. And often they will have headphones, the drummer will have a headphone so they can really hear. They're not getting all the distortion shit.
And the drummer, for example, is it delayed or is it live, what he hears?
It will have to be live.
It'll be live, no? There's no delay, no?
He may be hearing a metronome because to keep him on track. Maybe.
Yeah. Metronome
is the machine that goes cluck, cluck, cluck. So he doesn't go off time. Because he has to time everybody else.
Okay, yeah. He's driving the beat. Yeah.
So if we put the headphones on now, if I come up here,
it breaks a bit, huh?
That sounds terrible. Okay. Now look at the line.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Look at the line, and you'll see it. The line at the end. It sounds terrible. Yeah. Okay. So if you go on stage and do that, it sounds terrible. Now, if I move off the angle, did you see I just moved off the angle?
Yeah.
Now, if I'm speaking here, it sounds fine. Okay?
Yeah, much better.
Much better.
Much better.
You can't go into the microphone and start doing this, because this is what happens.
Yeah. The problem is when
Try it.
when you're presenting and you're a bit nervous, you sort of try and make it sound a bit louder.
Do it badly deliberately.
This is really, oh my God, this is really bad.
Yeah, and this is what happens to people. So they will go up and go like this.
Yeah, no.
Where you can go up and go like this. So if
you
your
can do it from
microphone
far.
is designed for you to be at this distance, it will be set up for you to be at this distance. You need to be thinking about here.
Yes.
You can even hear.
Yes, I heard it there.
I went off the angle.
Yes, I heard that.
And I didn't change the distance. I
Yeah.
go off angle here.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
I can move back, but I'm still on the angle. It's coming out more or less here.
Yeah.
But if I move away, you can really hear that.
Yeah.
So you got to sort of know how these things work.
Yeah.
Now, if I come up a bit closer, you can hear it. So if I come up closer like this,
You have to reduce
you're
the
more
volume.
or less okay.
Yeah.
And then if I shout, I can shout ah, and
From far.
from
Far away.
Yeah.
But very close, it's not possible.
Yeah. You also get what's called a pop. Okay. If you come too close to a microphone, go straight on with a plosive. Plosives are like P, T. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
P. So if I go P here, that's fine. But if I go straight onto a microphone and I do a P,
Yeah.
it sounds terrible. That's called a pop. So on that microphone I just showed you, it has a foam around the top. That's an anti-pop. Also,
Or wind or something.
it's the wind from your mouth going straight onto the microphone. On this microphone, which is also a studio mic, okay, this has a built-in pop shield, this very expensive German mic, inside the mesh of here. It also has this. So you go, and this catches, you can literally see it move now, puh, puh, and it catches that air so it doesn't blow into it.
This is what they use in radio stations.
It's what they use in radio stations, and that's a pop mic. On a stage, you don't get one of those because they don't want to have you with this thing in front of your face.
Sure.
It's exactly.
Sure.
So you have to be careful about this shit.
Yeah, sure.
So all of these different mics, you know, it sounds stupid, but it's one of the most important things.
Yeah.
That's my ball. It's one of the most important things to know how to use a microphone, because even if you do everything really well, you heard that I was fucking up.
Sure. No, I had a good meeting a couple of days ago. I had a tough 2 weeks, but what was good is I was listening to a lot of our sessions on the plane. I had to go to Cape Town for one night, and I was like, I had nothing to do, and I was really bored, so I was constantly listening to them. Very good. That's why I sent you a message from the flight, actually, I think, because they have Wi-Fi now. Free Wi-Fi. It's amazing, huh?
Amazing.
Free Wi-Fi? I mean, I can do video calls on WhatsApp with my kids on the flight for free.
Fantastic.
Amazing. And then I went and I sort of listened to all of it, read through them, etc. And this week, Wednesday and Thursday, we had sort of a group financial meeting. And normally I'm practicing a lot of the things I'm learning with my local guys. Now, a group of Spanish people came, and I was like wanting to try my new tricks, but at the beginning it was a bit like, and then we did an hour session describing, and before the end of it, I was like wanting to stand up there and so present it and draw it and everything, and it was like,
cool.
I really enjoyed, but one thing that clicked, and you've said it time and time again, is this practice. If I do this type of thing twice or 3 times a week, this is just a walk in the park. But I do it once every 6 months.
But also you're getting technical knowledge.
Yes.
So it's not just you have to practice, yes, okay. But nowadays with modern technology, you've got a lot more opportunity to study with the internet, watching the videos, watching the news online, watching the presenters from CNN, CNBC, all of these things.
Yeah.
No, The media is not just written media, because written media you don't have a problem with. You can speak, you've got the newspapers, books, this is easy for you.
Sure.
You don't need that shit. No? What you need to do is you need to be watching actively watching so that you can analyze it. You do it well. You don't say, he's good, he's bad. You say, I like this, he does this, he does this.
Yes.
So that you now have technical knowledge. Also, you're listening back to yourself.
Yes.
I send these to people in WhatsApp, and some people don't listen to them.
No, it's important.
You can just be in the car or on the plane
always.
or reading a book, listening to it, just to go through it again. And I used to just record when we do these things on the PDF. Yeah. But perhaps the most important bit is when I say this. Probably the most important thing we've got today is the microphone that you don't go up and go.
Yeah. Sure.
I mean, it sounds terrible, doesn't it?
Yeah,
and people do this. And I've been to conferences where I've recorded somebody and he gets it okay, but the other people have done that. And that sounds terrible. Yeah. Can you imagine having to listen to that for an hour?
No, crap.
It's crap.
Yeah.
It's crap. It's
crap.
It's like if your fish smell like fish and sit there smelling them for an hour.
Yeah, sure.
No? So I want to do two things today. Yep. One of them more basic chunks, and the next one more artistic with Obama. No?
Great.
And then once we've done, even if we don't do them all, I'll give you them both so you can read them at home, and then you can look at Obama on the internet, and because he'd be good for you.
Obama is too good. I mean, the thing is, Edward, I'm trying to understand something. Obama is the Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, whatever. These guys present a corporate thing in a very dramatic way. But professionally, when you present something, like in my job, can I do a bit of sort of theatre with it, or is it more like dang, 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 straight to the point?
You tell me.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. But
yes, you can.
You have to be good at doing it, otherwise you look silly doing it.
No, but look, it's like when I take photos of people, or when my makeup lady does the makeup for people, because she also makes up men. Yeah. Obviously, when you have your photo, it's good to have, your skin's good, no, and your skin tone is good, but that's because you've got good genetics. Now you don't smoke anymore.
Not anymore,
No, so you've got good skin. It's not such a problem. But when I take a photo of somebody or make them up, I don't want to change you into somebody else.
No.
Okay? So you can say, this is not important, but one of the things that I like to do is I like to look at images and say, how do you feel about this as yourself? So it's an image, and then when we speak, it's the same. Because look, you've got the beautiful vintage-looking Rolex, but you've got these little things which are personal to you because they're from fishing boats or your religion or the beach or whatever. You've got a jumper. No, that's not. It's not the typical person. They come here and they've got a suit and the tie and the double button thing and the cufflinks. You know, you've got a beard. You've got shoes, but they're like the beautiful sort of Ferragamo. Are they Ferragamo?
No, these are Harry's from Mayfair.
Okay, but so they look like sort of soft, sort of Italian leather shoes. Yeah. They're not formal things. You know, you've got a
this is chino
jean type of trouser. It's not too. So, if you fit your image to this, you've got the Rolex. You're the $1 million fish guy, but then you've got a jumper and these little things. That's you. I think you can be this because if you work for somebody else, you have to do it the way they say. Imagine if I was working for a company and they'd say, you sit on a ball and you're wearing flip-flops to teach. You're sacked. No? But I'm the boss.
But I can do it.
You can
and
do
I do it.
Yeah.
Everyone else in that presentation is wearing a suit and tie. I'm not.
Yeah. Does Steve Jobs or Bill Gates, whether they wear suits?
This is what I told them. One of the guys, the group finance director, he told me, Ahmed, why do you wear always a jumper? I said to him, look at Steve Jobs, look at Bill Gates. They wear jumpers. He goes, you're absolutely right. Who cares? I don't care. I'm not doing any job interview.
So, I like this guy. This is the #1 portrait photographer in the world. Okay, he's called Nigel Parry. Okay, he does unbelievable pictures of everybody from Pavarotti to Obama to Kurt Cobain. He does everybody. Not all of these images are what you want to portray. But we're going to have a look at the ones that you perhaps think, I would like to portray this image when I'm speaking in public. So we've done a lot with the voice and how you speak, but maybe we'll have a look at, we'll have a look at business and politics, okay?
Okay.
So you can think the type of images that you want to show. Okay, so here we have Donald Trump. No? This is a very Donald Trump photo, no?
It is.
He doesn't give a shit what you think, because when you see this image, okay, he's got the perfect tie, the perfect jacket, but what a perfect inverted commas hair. What do you see about the face?
Yeah, he's a miserable git.
He's a fucker, isn't he? He's a fucker. He's a fucker in all.
But he's a fucker,
photos.
but he doesn't care.
He doesn't care.
Yeah,
okay. Do we want to portray this image?
No.
No. Okay. Now we've got Hillary Clinton. What do we think about
I like
this?
her style.
Beautiful hair, very formal, but she's got a friendly face, serious. What do we think about Obama?
Obama's good, too good.
Okay, same. It's exactly the same shirt and tie as Trump.
No, but the face, look at the face.
But look at the face.
It's a lot more relaxed, a lot more honest.
Relaxed.
And I've been through, he's the type of person who would say, out of hours I can have a drink with you, and the other face is like, just stay away from me, I'm your boss.
So, if you give a
approachable.
If you give a presentation, when they see you and when they hear you, you have this face. No? What do you think about that?
Nice. Not the clothes, but the face, yeah.
Not the clothes, but the face. But the most important thing about this photo is not the clothes, because we can see that the same fucking clothes. It's the same clothes.
Yeah. It could be him.
It could be him. No? Here's an older guy. He looks a bit more serious, no?
Yeah.
This is a bit more of a typical 50s American look.
Yeah.
Here's an older guy, but he looks friendly, a bit like a university lecturer. He's wearing the same suit and tie. No, he's a bit
different face.
He's got a bit of a crazy photo. Here's a bit sort of suave. Probably not what you're looking for.
No.
No? What about Joe Biden?
Joe Biden.
What do we think about him? What do you see there?
My honest opinion when I look at it, don't trust me. This is what I look at. Don't trust. Yeah, he's a good one. Yeah.
He's a funny guy. What's he doing?
Yeah.
He's laughing in his photo. Yeah. This photo was the cover of Time magazine. No?
Oh, really?
Yeah. These are all famous photos.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They would have been in the New York Times or on the cover of magazines. Yeah. This is the #1 portrait photographer in the world. Yeah. He's
alive still, no?
Yes, he's in English. He's an
English guy.
And he lives in New York, and he takes photos of all these famous people. No, but he's got the same suit and tie look with the American flag. But he's laughing. He doesn't care. But he's not informal. No? These guys are a bit more thoughtful. No? What do you think about Michelle? So, she's got the portrait of Obama, the famous sort of Warhol-type portrait behind. She's got the beautiful dress, the pearls, very formal, holding an apple, which is healthy, with apples behind. But what about her face? Her hair's very formal.
But it's relaxed-faced.
It's relaxed face. It's what's doing
happy,
it.
relaxed-faced.
She's got a nice smile. She's engaging. No?
No.
No?
Yeah.
This is no good for us. No.
That's my style.
Yeah.
This is a Facebook guy, no?
He looks a bit geeky. But he's got the same...
Relaxed.
He's got the same sweatshirt on as I have.
Yeah.
No? He's the Australian fucker.
What's his name? Yeah.
And you can see he's a fucker in the photo.
What's his name?
Rupert Murdoch,
that's it. Yeah, mafiosos.
Yeah, of course. No? This is not really your style.
No.
He's probably a Jewish banker from New York, and that's fantastic, but it's not really your...
No.
This guy's a bit... I don't know who he is, but he looks kind of crazy. Must be some, black rights protester or something. I don't know who he is. He looks cool, but, he looks very elegant, but slightly sort of camp.
No. She looks smart.
Smart.
She's someone you want her as a lawyer.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah.
That looks great. No? The famous journalist, the gay journalist from America, Anderson Cooper, war reporter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The TV presenter, no? From CNN, I think he is.
I don't know. No.
So we've got the same clothes, but all different expressions. No? You can go on stage and you can be like the great thinker. Look, and he's got this light behind him. I don't know who he is, but he looks like a thinker. No, he
created the Watts or something. Yeah,
he created something.
Yeah.
No.
But what I don't understand, why do we have to wear a suit and tie? This is what I don't understand. Why?
Because then you don't have to worry about it. It's just there.
Because you're not showing your character.
No, but the face
you're showing a standard look.
We'll go on to another portfolio.
Because in our culture, we don't wear suits and ties. They wear maybe jalabas,
Okay, so here we have Bill Murray.
Yeah, cool guy, huh?
Okay, here we
Is
have...
it George Clooney?
George Clooney, most beautiful man in the world. And look, he doesn't care about looking stupid and doing stupid shit. But then, look, he can look amazingly beautiful.
Yeah. But he's not a quite serious guy, huh? Oh, he's a cool guy.
Jason Statham?
Yeah.
But he doesn't mind
doing on the train.
Being on the children's train. No?
Yeah.
Here's another actor. I don't know who he is, but he looks cool. You can have different looks and it can all work. But it's the projection of personality that is the important thing. In a photo and when you do it. Everybody's got the same text. They've all got the same figures, the same numbers. They've got the same suit, whatever. It's what the face projects and what your voice projects that's important for you. And only you can decide if you want to turn up like this or sit on the top. You could do your speech, Bill Gates sitting on the top of a ladder with a cup of tea. And it would become incredibly famous. That's probably not what you want. No?
No.
You probably don't want to be standing on here pretending to be fencing. No? No?
No. Yeah.
No, you could be really serious and, explain your shit. No?
Mm-hmm.
What about this? No? You don't want to be there with a pint of beer, but, he's friendly, he's casual, he's dressed like you.
No.
No, the next photo, he's got a smile. People enjoy this stuff,
Yeah. That's, what's his name?
DiCaprio.
Good actor, huh?
Yes, unbelievable, yes.
Oof. Some pretty good shots, huh? Angelina Jolie? Yeah.
Bardem, the Spanish one. So,
Bardem,
you can go on stage and you can at least
sit
be
on
like
the floor.
this and maybe like that, I don't know. No? I don't say sit on the floor, I mean the expression, Here's Idris Elba, he's tipped to be perhaps next James Bond. Black English guy, yes.
Oh, he's the guy
from the series.
Oh, yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, he's does a lot of series.
That guy, no? The same guy,
yeah,
right?
Idris Elba is the same guy.
Ah, right, okay.
Huh? You could go on, maybe one button more done up, but like this, no?
Yeah. I tend to be similar.
Yeah?
In the summer, I definitely shared that.
People would like to see this guy speak, no?
Yeah. This guy died, no?
I think he might have done.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Jay-Z.
Well, he's a photographer and a half, huh?
Yeah.
Oof.
So, here you have Morgan Freeman. He's an incredible speaker.
Yeah.
Listen to Morgan Freeman speaking on YouTube. Put Morgan Freeman voiceover or Morgan Freeman documentary or something. And he does like documentaries about the creation of the universe. His voice is unbelievable.
Yeah, I know.
They say that if he reads the telephone book, it sounds unbelievable.
Oh.
You want to listen. No? No, this is Mark Wahlberg, no, when he was young. No? He looks like an entrepreneur. No? No, he could be the creator of Facebook too. It's Bon Jovi, no? The singer.
Yeah. No, very good.
Again, another sort of image that we could have. No?
Yeah.
Grey hair, casual shirt, brown watch. Looks friendly. No?
Yeah.
Maybe you could look at the way these people speak. Because this guy, he does a lot of charity work. No, Richard Gere. He loves the Buddhist priests and I don't know what things, yoga or something. See how they speak, because these are people who are trained, you know. If you said to me, Steve Jobs, he's incredible, he's too good to look at. Hang on a second. Put Steve Jobs' early speech in YouTube, and he was too fast, too angry. Yeah. He wasn't so polished. He was like the raw Mike Tyson. He knew how to hit people, but he wasn't like formed and finished and tuned.
But do you think they went through sort of courses?
Of course.
Yeah, no? To be aware, no?
Of course. And analyze themselves. The most important thing is that you analyze yourself.
And be honest about it, yeah.
And learn how to look this. Like I went to a yoga seminar on Saturday with my girlfriend, a yoga for two people seminar, so it's couple yoga. And we're looking in the mirror and you could see if we're online and everything. But during the class, the head of yoga was taking like photos and sent me some afterwards. And you could see, my knee's off there, my back isn't right there. And then next time I have to get my knee right. So it's useful for you to listen to this and you
reflect
say,
on it,
yeah, reflect it, just do that. Just that. The photos were shit, but it doesn't matter. I can see why my knee is, and that's the important point. No?
Yeah.
Plus, you're good speaking now, but the problem is you're bloody reading.
Yeah.
Okay? So, we could read anything, but we're going to read about chunks, and you're going to tell me what we need to be looking for when you read. What things do we need to remember?
Chunks, breathing, pausing, connecting to the audience, eye contact. What do you call that when you read and look?
Sight reading.
Exactly.
So get a couple of things, look up, at least the titles, no?
Yeah.
For example, one word title, chunks. You can give that to me, chunks. Then give a bit of explanation, no? Yeah. You've got stress, so we can got things in bold. They'll be bigger than things that are not in bold. We've got question marks.
Chunks?
Okay, so you've got 2 question marks there.
Take your time on it, no? What are chunks?
So imagine, what are chunks? This sounds stupid, like, what the fuck is that shit?
Chunks? Yeah.
Maybe, no? Or you could just say, so what are chunks? No? But you've got a clue here to do additional shit. Yeah. No?
Yeah.
So you didn't write this, so it's more difficult, but we can get it.
Okay.
Also, vary the speed, rhythm, volume, intonation, sentence stress. Do you remember when we have
connecting?
If we have one word in the sentence that's important, uncut ideas. Yeah. It's uncut, not the cut ones, or uncut ideas. Yeah. Ideas, not practice. No, it's just some concept. No, adding that stress can change the whole meaning of the sentence.
Sure.
Don't just do it just to play a game. No, do it because you want to say something. Read ahead, think about what you're saying. No?
Yeah.
Face? No? What type of hands? Image?
Okay. Let's do it.
We'll get your glass of water.
Yeah.
You can read through the first little bit and we'll go. Okay?
Yeah.